And at the time, I got my visa denial. If you can remember.
Bro,
It was mentally stressing.
that was crazy. So I've been invited to like 5 countries, but you know the usual story now. Visa rejection,
Yeah.
cancellation of programs sometimes, right? But altogether, I've been to 2 countries.
If you're a young person and you have to search for opportunities every time, there's a problem. Not like I'm not saying you shouldn't search, but you have to search always. There's a problem. For a number of time, right, I've had people ask me questions regarding opportunities. So, Doctor, how did you get these opportunities? I mean, I just got into Sigma Squad recently.
Yeah.
Right, people have been asking, so how are you able to get these opportunities? Where do you find them and all of that? And I've seen that as a gap that needs to be filled. Hi, Manuel.
Hi, Oladotum.
Yeah, so tell me, how many countries have you been to?
Let me take a step back.
Okay.
So I've been invited to like 5 countries, but you know the usual story now. Visa rejection,
Yeah.
cancellation of programs sometimes, right? But altogether, I've been to 2 countries. The first one is Ghana. I was invited for a speaking engagement at Kwame Nkrumah University, right? And second one, I was invited by Huawei to China, right, to come and experience their products, see their research and development, and just see what happened behind the scenes, right? And it was a truly, truly beautiful experience, right? I also got to experience a bit of Chinese culture. Man, beautiful. So what about you?
Also,
How many countries?
So I've been to 2 countries, right? Ghana and Finland. So for Ghana, I went to speak at the University of Ghana on the future of work for young people, right? Having to share my experiences on how I've been able to build myself over the years and also to prepare young people for the future of work.
Okay.
Then for Finland, I mean, Finland is the happiest country in the world, right? It was a very interesting experience. I went for the ICN Congress and it was just a platform that brought together nurses from all around the world. I think from about 139 countries.
Wow.
And at the time, I got my visa denial. If you can remember.
Bro,
It was mentally stressing
that was crazy.
because I'd not experienced that kind of thing before in my life.
Yeah,
And I was able to
imagine.
fight through the process. And at the end of the day, I got a visa and I was able to attend the conference. So it was a very beautiful experience for me, really.
Okay, so across the opportunities you've had, aside just the travel experience or the travel opportunities, what are some of the underlying themes or dots that you see that make this opportunity abound towards you?
Okay, so one thing I've really understood over time is searching for opportunities always can be suboptimal. How do I mean? If you're a young person and you have to search for opportunities every time, there's a problem. Not like I'm not saying you shouldn't search, but you have to search always. There's a problem, right? This is you understanding how to build systems that attract opportunities to you, that brings opportunities to you, because you can't just depend on searching every time, right? You have to build structures and systems that brings those opportunities to you. That's your understanding, a place of visibility, a place of competence, a place of excellence, right? Because these things work together to bring opportunities to you, and at the end of the day, it's really going to, help you scale things much further and farther in your field. So yes, how about you? What do you think?
Okay, I certainly agree with you. There's a place for searching of opportunities.
Yeah.
I believe that will still have its place for a long time.
Of course.
Right? But the best way, the most optimal way is to build yourself in such a way where you begin to attract these opportunities to yourself.
Absolutely.
Right? You know, there's a point where you're the one always applying and now you're getting the calls, calling you, come here, we have this going on. Right? And how you get to that stage is when you've built competence over the years, right? And you're vocal about what you do.
Yeah.
The visibility matters, right? And these are some of the things that accumulate together to attract these opportunities to yourself. So, we're talking about opportunities, and you're organizing a masterclass. Can you tell us what that's about?
Okay, so for a number of time, right, I've had people ask me questions regarding opportunities. So, Doctor, how did you get these opportunities? I just got into Sigma Squad recently.
Yeah.
Right, people have been asking, so how are you able to get these opportunities? Where do you find them and all of that? And I've seen that as a gap that needs to be filled.
Okay.
Right, which is why we're trying to see how we could address these concerns. And we have speakers coming around from Harvard, from UNICEF, yourself, myself, just to ensure that we answer these questions accurately for young people who have questions, who have concerns regarding opportunities, right? So that's just what the masterclass is all about. And we are hoping that we're able to address these problems effectively for them to get their questions answered. Right. So yes, that's like what the masterclass is all about.
Okay, so if I've listened to you correctly, you're simply saying it's not that people are behind.
Yeah, it's not that they are behind. They just lack the structure, the systems, and the platform that gives them those opportunities. Yeah.
Okay. And you're saying again that if they come to this masterclass,
Oh,
they will
absolutely.
get in all the
We have the
aspects.
best minds.
Yeah, the best.
Coming around yourself, myself, someone from Harvard, Tim Ladi Salami as well. So it's going to be all impactful, all excellent, right? So they can expect the best.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah.
See you there.
So yeah. See you at the masterclass. See you guys.
How far?